The environmental controls had failed 3 hours into the diplomatic mission, and the temperature inside the horizon's edge was climbing rapidly toward 45 degrees Celsius. Leo wiped sweat from his forehead as he worked frantically at the engineering console. "I've rerouted power from non-essential systems, but the cooling array is completely fried," he announced, his voice tight with frustration. Beside him, Lisa examined the diagnostic readouts with growing concern. As the mission's xenobiologist, she understood what the Valkyrian delegation didn't. Humans had very specific temperature tolerances. "How long until we dock at the station?" "Well, 2-8 TEA. Well, 2AA. 4 hours minimum," Leo replied, already stripping off his uniform jacket. The simple act revealed arms covered in old scars and the kind of lean muscle that came from years of manual labor in zero-G environments. The 3 Valkyrian diplomats watched from their cushioned seats with polite curiosity. Tall, graceful beings, with pale blue skin and elaborate crystalline formations growing from their shoulders. The Valkyrians were native to a frozen moon, where temperatures rarely rose above -20 Celsius. Their environmental suits kept them comfortably cool, while the humans slowly roasted. Ambassador Cirith tilted her head, her translator device humming softly. "Engineer Leo, are you experiencing distress? Your external layer shedding seems premature." Lisa couldn't help but smile despite the oppressive heat. She pulled off her own jacket and began unfastening her uniform shirt, leaving only a thin undershirt. "We're not shedding, Ambassador. Humans regulate temperature through evaporative cooling. We sweat. Removing layers helps." The 3 Valkyrians leaned forward with synchronized fascination, their large eyes widening. "Your species leaks?" asked junior diplomat Venkas, his tone a mixture of horror and intrigue. "Constantly," Leo confirmed, now working in just his undershirt and uniform pants. The fabric clung to his back, dark with perspiration. Lisa consulted her datapad, frowning at the climbing numbers. 47 degrees now. And, rising, she knew the physiology well enough. Heat exhaustion would set in soon, followed by heat stroke if they didn't do something drastic. She caught Leo's eye and saw the same calculation reflected there. "I'm sorry, Ambassador," Lisa said, already pulling her undershirt over her head, leaving her in just a sports bra and uniform pants. "But if we don't cool down, we could die. Our species didn't evolve for this heat." The Valkyrians went absolutely still. Ambassador Cirith made a sound like wind through ice crystals, her species equivalent of a gasp. Leo hesitated only a moment before following Lisa's lead, stripping down to his waist. His torso was a map of human resilience. Scars from a childhood injury, the defined musculature required for survival in harsh environments, the slight asymmetry that marked a body built through use rather than aesthetics. "By the frozen depths," whispered Cirith. Your structural integrity. You have no protective crystalline growth, no thermal shielding, no subdermal armor plating, just skin," Lisa confirmed, using her discarded shirt to wipe sweat from her neck and shoulders. "And it's actually one of our advantages. This," she gestured to her glistening arms, "is our cooling system in action. The moisture evaporates and takes heat with it." Venkas stood, moving closer with cautious reverence. "May I observe more closely?" At Lisa's nod, the alien extended a long crystalline finger, stopping just short of touching her shoulder. "You're so vulnerable. That scar tissue you survived a wound that penetrated your exterior? Appendectomy when I was 12, Lisa said. "Routine surgery." "Surgery," Cirith repeated slowly. "You allow your bodies to be deliberately opened?" Leo laughed, the sound strained but genuine. "All the time. It's how we fix internal problems. Humans are incredibly good at surviving damage." The temperature had reached 50 degrees. Lisa made the calculation and began unfastening her uniform pants. The Valkyrians' crystalline formations actually shifted color, a physiological response to extreme emotion. "I apologize," Lisa said, stepping out of the pants and standing in athletic undergarments. But at this temperature, I'm risking organ failure. Modesty is a luxury species like us can't always afford. Leo followed suit without hesitation. Both humans now dressed in what amounted to workout clothes by their standards, but which left the Valkyrians stunned into silence. Ambassador Cirith approached slowly, her movements almost reverent. "I have studied 47 species in my diplomatic career," she said quietly. "I have never encountered such fragility combined with such defiance. You possess no natural armor, no protective adaptations for temperature extremes, no redundant organ systems. By all logic, your species should have died in your planet's cradle. Probably should have." Leo agreed, managing a grin despite his obvious discomfort. "But humans are too stubborn to die easily. We adapt, we modify our environment, we push through." Lisa activated the emergency beacon, "and we ask for help when we need it. Pride is another luxury we can't always afford." The Valkyrian security officer, Marteth, who had been silent until now, finally spoke. "On our world, we have a saying. The deepest ice holds the strongest core." I believed it referred to crystalline formations. She gestured at the two humans. "But perhaps ice is not the only thing that hides strength beneath a fragile surface." "Fragile is relative," Lisa said, accepting an ice pack that Leo had retrieved from the medical kit. "Humans have survived ice ages, droughts, plagues, and wars. We've thrived on every continent of our world. From frozen tundras to scorching deserts. Adaptability is our armor." Cirith's translator hummed with an odd harmonic as she processed this. When she finally spoke, her tone had shifted from shock to something approaching awe. "The Galactic Council debates whether humanity is ready for full membership. They worry about your aggression, your unpredictability, your emotional volatility." "And now?" Leo asked. "Now I understand that these traits are not flaws, but features of your survival strategy. You are aggressive because your world demanded it. Unpredictable because rigidity means death. Emotional because it drives you to impossible acts." She paused, her crystalline growths chiming softly. "You remove your very coverings without shame, because survival supersedes social comfort. This is a species that will endure." The rescue ship arrived 3 hours later, its environmental controls working perfectly. As Lisa and Leo redressed in the cooler air, Ambassador Cirith filed her report to the Galactic Council. It was the most enthusiastic endorsement for human membership in the Council's history. "They are survivors," she concluded. "And in a galaxy of countless threats, that may be the most valuable trait of all." End.